What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. My name is Dan, and of course you are tuning into Collector's Digest. Today I have Friday the 13th part 5, A New Beginning. However, this is not Jason. This is an imposter. You guys know who it is, Roy Burns. So I picked this figure up quite a while ago. I did. I didn't do the review because I don't know, but I'm doing it now for you guys because I do when I post a Neca review or something to do with Neca, it gets attention and you guys seem to really like it. So as you can see, the packaging is empty because I already have the figure out. That's what he looks like. We're gonna jump into it. I'm gonna crack out all these accessories and we're going to take a deeper look. So without further ado, guys, let's go ahead. Let's get started. All right, guys, so here we are. Here we have Jason from Friday the 13th, A New Beginning. However, as you guys all know, well, maybe you don't. Spoiler alert. Spoiler warning. I don't want anybody to get spoiled. I'm going to say it. All right, this is actually Roy Burns. If we take this up, if I pick this up and I lift up this mask, boom, you can see Roy is behind the hockey mask. Now, here's what I'll say. Neca using this face printing technology, this came out really good. If you get close up on it, you can kind of see, I mean, it's a little bit messy, but I mean, you just put it back a little bit away, you know, a little out of sight there, and it looks perfect. It really does. But anyways, let's go ahead. Let's put this mask on him. Yeah, this is Roy Burns from A New Beginning, Friday the 13th. Well, look, you get an abundance of accessories as well. And that's something that I always like. Even when I'm looking to pick up a hot toy, I always look at the accessories because it's like, you want to get the most bang for your buck, you know? And with this right here, I mean, what do we got here? We have over 8 weapons, interchangeable hand as well. So that's amazing for a figure to come with that much. So let's start from the left and go to the right. Here we have a tree branch right here. And the detail on it is very nice. Another thing that's cool is like, you can use all these for action figure photography. You know, you don't have to use these with just this figure. It's just always nice to get an abundance of accessories because you never know what you're going to need. Then you have some hedge clippers right here. Now, I'm not going to lie to you guys. I did spruce mine like I added blood to this with this stuff right here called Citadel Blood for the Blood Gods. If you want to spicing up the blood effects on your weapons for your action figures, use this stuff. It's amazing. I think it costs like $8 or something like that. Here's the hedge clippers and they are functional. Now this is awesome. I want to hit up Terraformer and get some trees made. I've been meaning to do it for like ever, but he's always busy with a million commissions. But dude, for action figure photography and have like replicate that scene in the movie where he crushes that skull on the tree, and then they use like actual keychain rings for the ends here to grip onto. Like, that's just really, really cool. Really cool. So then here is the hand that comes on him. You change it out for another grip hand so that you can hang on to the clippers, right? That's how I had him posed, so I just didn't put that hand back on. But yeah, so here is an interchangeable left hand. One gripe I have is that the paint applications on these hands compared to like other figures like the Michael Myers, Laurie Strode, stuff like that, like these hands aren't painted as well. They don't look as good. But that's neither here nor there. It's not like, you know, it's not a deal breaker. I still like the figure. And then you get the infamous machete, and the blood effects on that is very cool. I think that it looks good. So here that is right there. Looks accurate to the movie as well. Actually just watched this movie not too long ago. Then you get the flare. One thing I would have liked is a little more red effect on the flare. And it would have been cool if this came off so that you could use it for action figure photography and make it look like you were stuffing it in somebody's mouth. But nonetheless, I mean, it looks great. It really does. So that's awesome that they included that. Then you get the meat cleaver. The meat cleaver actually has amazing blood effects on it. I was gonna spice that up, but don't even need it. Looks good. I'm sorry, I'm just trying to get good lighting for you guys. I apologize if it's not. The handle on this knife I really like. I really do. I think that they did an amazing job sculpting that. I like the blade. I don't like the blood effect though. I should have touched that up. But it is what it is. Then you get a railroad spike right here. Very cool. And then you get this large metal beam spike type deal right here. It's pretty pointy as well. Be careful with it. I wouldn't want you to hurt yourself. Look, you can see Michael Myers' knife peeking through in the corner right here. That's from my 1/4 scale. So that's everything that he comes with, man. That's quite a bit of stuff for a NECA figure. I mean, usually they come with a good amount of accessories, but I just like excited to see all that. I love getting a ton of accessories because it makes you feel like your money was spent well, if that makes sense. At least for me, it does. Now, if we get into the figure right here, here he is, Roy Burns. I like the coveralls on him. They were green, you know, in the movie, and I believe that that's movie accurate. Some people say blue, some people say gray. Like, it's just like the coveralls with Michael Myers in the 78 film. Some people say they're spruce green, some people say that they're gray, other people say they're navy blue. I tend to think that they just change with the lighting, you know. I feel like that's how it is. So, I mean, that's just my opinion. But nonetheless, these actually do look great. I like his boots on him. I think that they sculpted the boots very nicely with the sculpted laces and the little eyelets right there. That all looks really great. And the design on them is awesome. Now, a lot of people that, you know, they don't like the diaper look and everything that comes with sculpting a figure with coveralls. You know what I mean? They say that you got the diaper look and so on and so forth. But, like, again, to me, man, it just looks like coveralls with articulation. You know what I mean? Like, there's only so much that you could do when you're sculpting something that isn't mixed media, meaning there's no cloth or anything like that. You're not using real clothing. Like, for instance, something like this right here. So for Roy here, you do get a decent amount of articulation, not much. You do get great pivot for the ankles, and that just helps it to stand. You really don't get much back and forth because of the way that the coveralls are sculpted, and it doesn't hinge back or forward very well. And it is what it is. Believe it or not, you really don't need it. For the knees, you get a single joint, and it doesn't go up even halfway. However, for this guy, I don't think that you'll be needing that, and what they included is just fine. As far as his elbows, though, they are double jointed, and he'll go up that much, and that definitely helps because if you want to get him into, you know, classic slasher pose, that looks great. So you definitely want to have double jointed elbows at least, and they did include that, so I feel like that is enough. And yes, it is for both arms here. They both go up about that much, so that's perfectly fine. As far as his head, though, you don't really get a great range of motion like you do for the arms. He goes down about that much, and he can look up about that. Maybe it'll help better if I take that off. He looks up about that much, looks down about that much, and then from the front, that's kind of what it'll look like. And then up. So it's not the best, but it's not bad either. As far as the outfit, man, I think the outfit looks perfect. I really do. I think that they really captured his likeness in the movie. His coveralls are green in the movie. I know there's a lot of back and forth. No, they're blue, they're gray. It's like the same thing with Michael Myers coveralls from the 78 film. The details on his stomach, his little wound right there, that really does look great. I don't know if I can get closer on that. You really see the details in there, and then I really like the red that they used for the blood and whatnot. I think that it looks great, dude. This figure all the way around is really is fun, dude. But it's really an imposter. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know why I like that so much, but Roy does seem to be kind of a favorite within the Friday the 13th community. A lot of fans like him. I remember when this figure came out, every single comic book store like that I went to, everybody was sold out of them right away as soon as he hit. Like, this was a big deal when it came out. A lot of people. So it's interesting to have the flare in his hand, just because that hand is stretched out, especially after putting the machete in it and stuff like that. Like, as you can see, there's not a lot to grip on with that. But what I do is pay attention. I just put it in there, and then I kind of rest it on the end of his sleeve on his coveralls. And then from the front, it looks decent. And that's freaky. If I seen a dude like that in the woods lighting up a flare, like, I'm definitely turning back and going out. So here he is with the metal spike, whatever, stake, I don't know, whatever. You can have it like that. You can hold it with two hands if you wish. I think it would be kind of cool maybe to have it like, I don't know, kind of put this open palm around it like so. I think that looks cool. It's almost like he's going into a gripping pose on that left hand. I think that looks dope. That's more of like from the, that's not this movie, is it? The dream sequence? Oh, maybe it is. And he comes out of the grave holding this spike. This is what he electrocutes him or whatever. Yeah, I don't know, man. You can see how much I pay attention to Friday the 13th. No offense to the fans out there. I think it's a great franchise. I I don't know my history as good as I do like Halloween or something like that.
And then here we have him gripping the tree branch.
Now, you could put the left gripping hand on him and then, you know, switch it up, put something in the left hand. But this is cool. Personally, I wouldn't pose him with this, but I would put it a part of the display, maybe by his foot or something, like part of the woods, something like that. I think that would be cooler. For instance, like, well, I mean, you get it, but I guess I should show, you know, something like that, like with the machete in his hand or something like that. That's dope to me. Like, I probably will have that within my display just because it's a tree branch. Why not?
Definitely be cooler if I had some trees to work with from Terraformer.
Here's that strap. Yeah, you definitely need you need like a tree or something to wrap this around in order to get it's you know, a cool pose with it or for it to look good on camera. But I am very happy that they added that because you get some trees, man. I'm telling you, that would be awesome. Like, I don't know what you, I mean, you could put it in his hand, but as you can see like that, like you could technically put the open palm right here and then pose it like he's about to slap that into somebody's skull. But again, I'm probably not going to pose him with that ever. So that's just me. You can do whatever you want.
Last but not least, you have the meat cleaver in his right hand. I've already showed the knife and the machete. This is the last accessory that I got. So that definitely looks cool, man. That looks awesome. You can display him with that as well. And I'm telling you, this figure is going to be great for action figure photography.
Quick comparison, we have him with the Freddy vs. Jason. Jason right here. And as you can see, he towers over him. He's a big boy. He's not even in the shot. Let's see. There we go. And then we have the New Line Cinema Jason from the remake, my favorite. And yeah, I mean, it looks like they're pretty much like the same height. I think the New Line Cinema Jasons might be spread out a little more, so he almost looks shorter, but he is definitely a little bit taller than him. But it looks dope. Put all these guys together on one display. I definitely got to get more, like a part 3 for sure. But these are cool, man. Neca makes some great Jasons. Here he is with Michael Myers from Halloween 2018. Here he is with the figure that he released with Michael Myers from Halloween 2, 1981. All right, here we have him with Chucky. And last but not least, from my recent review, Sam from Trick or Treat. All right, guys, so that's going to do it for this review of the Friday the 13th Part 5, A New Beginning. Roy Burns as Jason. Let me know what you think about this figure. Did you pick it up? And what does it rank in your NECA Jasons? I think for me, it's probably going to be behind the New Line Cinema and the Freddy vs. Jason just because I like those ones more. Those iterations, those designs, costume designs, whatever. I definitely want to get like a Part 3 Jason. I'd like to have a Part 2 Jason as well. I think that they should make an Ultimate Pamela Voorhees. That'd be awesome. A little ultimate young Jason. That would be awesome. But yeah, definitely a Part 4. I need that. And then if they could get us like some Kane Hodder Jasons, you know, I can't think of the... Yeah, you know. You guys know. You know. So yeah, that's going to do it, guys. Thank you so much for tuning in with me. If you're new here, make sure to subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Hit that thumbs up for me. Until next time, I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace.